I'm Kerry. I'm a retired financial advisor, and I spend my retirement years playing in the stock market, investing in the stock market, as I recognize that there is going to be major change driven by artificial intelligence and machine learning, and our world's going to change. And some stocks are going to benefit greater than others, and my goal is to figure out which of those are in the key positions to give me the biggest return on my investment. And three of the stocks that I think are a part of it are Google, Amazon, and Microsoft. So what I've done is developed a program that gives me guidance as to where I should buy in or add to my positions. And I call it a cheat sheet. It's on my website, and here's what it looks like. What it basically does is gives me the first columns are, of course, the company's names and their ticker, and then I analyze their debt and their technical analysis to give me, is it good, bad, or indifferent, and such that I then rate it. Then the next column you see is, am I in these stocks or am I out of them? And in the case of Amazon, I am out. But I recognize that Amazon has a buy-in price that is below where I sold it at $114. It's currently at $140. What I want to do in this video is show you how I determined that $114 is where I want to buy it. The other things I show you here is where, on the far right, where does it line up relative to its 200-day moving average? This gives me some guidance, again, as to where the bottom is that it might fall to. I then use technical analysis, and I'll show you in charts, to come in and focus on the 114. As I on Google, I have a price of 118, currently at 131. On Microsoft, 333.93, currently at 356. What I want to do is show you how I came to the conclusions that that's where I can buy in, and that's a good price, and there's a good likelihood it will come to that level where I can buy in. That's what we're going to do in this video. That's what I do on my website. I update this on a daily basis. If I see good reason to not wait for my price of 114 on Amazon and buy it at 120, I update this sheet on a daily basis to give me guidance. You've got to have a methodology if you're going to succeed in the stock market.
Best of Us Investors presents Kerry Grinkmeyer.
Okay, this is my cheat sheet, and you'll notice I have one for the bus portfolios. These are the hardware and software stocks that I believe that are going to benefit most from the advent of artificial intelligence. And then I do a similar chart for the Dow. I use the Dow as a barometer. In other words, to show me how is my portfolio, the stocks I want to own relative to artificial intelligence, doing compared to the Dow. And I'll explain that as we go. Again, here is my chart. Let's focus on Google. Google, I am out of it at this point. I believe my buy-in price is $125.73, and it's currently selling at $130.86. This chart is a Google Sheets, so that price will update automatically every 15 to 20 minutes. So at this point, it tells me that I am 4% off of my target price, and I am 10% above its 20-day or 200-day moving average. So that gives me a feeling as to where I am relative to the 200-day moving average and relative to my target price. You can see I do the same thing for each one of the stocks. This is my Amazon, and this is my Microsoft. So what I then do is I say, okay, how many of my stocks are under the 200-day moving average. And this tells me that 26% of them are. Why is that important? Because I compare it to the Dow. In the Dow, 56.6% of the stocks are below the 200-day moving average. And for the S&P 500, 58%. Now, what I know, because I update this on a regular basis, is that number changed by 20%. And last Friday, that number was at about 76%. It's now at 58. And that's because the market is up today. The momentum is up. And that's important for me to see how is my portfolio moving in accordance. And my portfolio actually is, that number was closer to 30% on Friday. So it gives me a day-to-day, up-to-date reading on where I am relative to where I want to buy my stock, and then also how my portfolio and my stocks are performing relative to my barometers, the Dow and the S&P. Then what I do is go to my technical analysis, and let's see how I came up with this $125.73. Okay, this is my Trading Views chart with some add-on plugins to give me a look going back to year to date on Google. And as you can see, it had a good strong movement until it hit its resistance levels at about 140. And then it came down, and it's trading within a range of its 140 to 118. So how did I come up with 125.73? As you can see, it lines up with this support level that was basically played around with on the end of October, 1st of November. Right now, it's trading at 131, and I believe that some event will occur and some movement, whether it be from Jerome Powell, Xi Jinping, Vladimir Putin, or the Palestinian Gaza incident, something will bring it down to my target price of 125.73. Now, could it come lower? Well, its next support level is down here at 117, and you'll notice that's exactly where the 200-day moving average is. Unless it's some heavy disaster, it won't come that level. I don't believe. But again, let's look at this. What's that green line represent? That green box. That represents a gap that back in May 10th of 2023, it gapped up. History says that in most stocks, it will fill that gap. That would bring the price down to $113.61. What is this? This is a Fibonacci retracement. What I've done is said, where was its low? Where was its high? And will it retrace? Actually, we could probably move that high now to there, and that would give us another indication that quite possibly it will come down and cover that gap. These are things that I watch on a daily basis, and then I input them into my cheat sheet to give me guidance as to where is my buy-in price, my add-in price for Google. I do that for every one of the stocks in my BUS 12 and BUS 13 portfolios. Let's talk more about that. This is our website, bestofusinvestors.com. And when you come to it, you come to services, and you become a part of our Platinum program. And right here it says the BUS Portfolio Long-Term Analysis. And you get a pop-up menu that gives you two choices, the long-term analysis and the cheat sheet. And right here you get the cheat sheet, and here you see it comes up. And the first thing it does is it gives you the tutorial to explain to you how to use it. And then, as I say, I update this on a continuing basis. As you can see, it has the updates that I put in this morning and the prices that I'm trying to buy, Amazon, Google, and Microsoft debt. So it gives you a ongoing a place you can go every day to see how are these stocks performing. What has Kerry's analysis done to change any of the numbers, and where do we stand? And then also, where does our barometer stand? Now, also in the under services, you have many other opportunities, such as swing trading. Mark runs a program, and it is all about swing trading, where he actually shows you where on charts on a daily basis where the buy-in points are, where the sells are, where the stop losses go, and explains all that in detail. So what we're trying to do is to give you a place that you can go and have opportunity to learn more about investing, and then develop your own program as to how do I invest to take advantage of the changes in the world. Now, this is the cost sheet. This is where you make a decision what part of our program you want to be in. And it explains it in detail what each level offers you. At $20 a month is the Get on the Bus, the Premium Plus. The Platinum is $60, and then for participating in the Discord, it's $4 a month. So that's how you take advantage of Best of Us investors and what we're doing and how we're growing to help you become a better investor. Get on the bus. Again, the bus 12 is all about those stocks that are in the software that's going to benefit from artificial intelligence, and the bus 13 are those that are involved in the hardware. Some very exciting stocks, and that's all in these different levels of participation. So get on the bus, come join our group, and then this Friday, show up for our Stock Talk, where we talk all about this one-on-one in a Zoom call.